It's Friday. I'm probably watching
Yeah,
Candace.
sound like Friday. Friday sound like a birthday party.
Yeah, Saturday maybe in the morning.
Let's see what the weather look like. Oh shit, I'm live. Didn't
But
realize.
we live. Views from the Chair podcast. We back.
Sunday's Easter, isn't it?
Sunday is Easter, but
Oh shit.
what that mean?
I was just thinking that when I can golf, I can still play though. I don't know where I'm going on Sunday yet.
I ain't even think about that shit.
Yeah, I ain't think about that shit. It's gonna be 58, 60, 65. Anyway, views from a chair.
From the chair.
Views from a chair.
Back again. How was the weekend, man?
It was good. I was just trying to think what I did this weekend. I can't really remember. I golfed on Sunday and I played really good. I shot like 88.
Damn.
So that was good.
You was-
Friday I had a little team outing for work. That was fun, and Saturday was a wash because it was shitty out. But yeah, it was all right. I'm getting a lot of shit done in my house.
Yeah,
Feels weird to say in my house. I
crazy.
just have a lot of shit to figure out. I'm planting my rose bushes. I did a lot with the yard. It's just it's the once you knock it out. I set up my office for the most part. I got a chair coming. Once I'm done with that, I'll be pretty set.
On the way, man.
It's getting there.
Yes, we see the background now.
Yeah, it's a little emo, but it's all right.
Yeah, spruce it up.
It's everything's everything.
Portraits up. You know what I mean?
I got a shit ton of artwork, man. I have so much artwork. I realized I realized I couldn't put all my pictures together when I was in my apartment. I was just going through all my art, and I'm like, damn, I got so much fucking shit here, like so much fucking shit. And I've been painting a lot again lately too, so I got a bunch of other shit. But yeah, shit was alright. What'd you do this weekend?
Shit up in the other room, and I don't even know, like the second living room. Would you hang all that stuff up or not?
I got a bunch of shit up, girl. My walls ain't empty. Pause.
Hey, yo.
No Diddy? That's what they say.
That's apparently that's a new thing. I don't. Yeah, ain't nothing gonna be paused though. I'm sorry. Yeah, I ain't do shit either. Had a pretty boring weekend. Somebody called out on Saturday, so I had to go in and work in that shitty ass rain. That was ass.
Nice.
But yeah, I ain't getting into shit. I've been playing MLB a lot since that shit dropped. Fucking addicting.
Yeah, I need to get a game system. This time. Get another one.
Yeah, you've been out the game for a while.
I just like once I don't set that shit up, I don't be like I got to get into it. Like I don't know. Like once I stop playing, I'm like I don't really give a fuck about playing that shit.
Sounds
I've
like
been trying to read a lot more lately.
Okay, yeah, you popping up on books.
Yeah, I've been buying a bunch of books, and at first I was doing it for decoration, and I started reading them again. Like I reread like half of the fucking the Mick Foley book I read when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun. It's a fun book.
Yeah.
I like wrestling, so like that's just interesting to me. And then I started reading this book about Abraham Lincoln and how he was mad depressed, and that fueled his presidency.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like how his depression fueled his life.
Was that us talking about wrestling, getting back into it, or not?
It could have been. I'm still into wrestling. I just don't watch the new shit. Like I watched the Dark Side of the Ring episodes, like the Behind the Mats. I just watched the Iron Claw with Zac Efron and Jeremy Allen White about the Von Erichs in Texas, and it's one of the sadder movies I've ever seen. And it's a true story. So you gotta rent it, but that's how much I wanted to watch it. But
damn.
It's about this Texas family that wrestled back when they had territories and whatnot, and everybody had like individual groups before WWE bought everything out and kind of monopolized it. But it was a group, and there was 5 brothers. They all wrestled. Their dad was a wrestler. He put them on, and by the end of the movie, spoiler alert, but it's true story. Fuck it. There's only 1 brother left.
Damn.
All of them died. 3 of them committed suicide. 1 got electrocuted, and 1 died of a freak like heart accident.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, so that shit was actually pretty fucking crazy. It's a real tearjerker, you know?
Yeah.
The dude's at the end, he's just looking off, and he starts to cry a little bit, and he's got his 2 like sons. They're probably like 5 and 6, and they're like, "What's wrong, Dad?" Mm-hmm. And he was like, "I was just thinking I used to be a brother."
That's
God, think how crazy that has to be to have 4 brothers and they all die, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm not a brother anymore to anyone.
I used to be a brother.
I used to be a brother. It's fucking nuts to think about. If you have 4 fucking brothers and 3 of them commit suicide, 3 of them. Like that's bonkers, dog.
That's fucking sad.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Back to the book topic. Another one you gotta get. This was the one I was trying to tell you the other day when I was on the phone. The People's History to the United States. Off the chain.
What's it about?
Basically like the real history that happened. Whether it's Christopher Columbus, whether it's slavery, whether it's civil rights. Shit's wild. Pretty in depth and make you look at shit a lot different. Fire book.
I like shit like that.
Fire book. I ain't read no new shit in a while though.
It's funny. I was grabbing a bunch of books and I saw one that was they made a movie out of it. It's one of my favorite sad movies.
What was that? 7 pounds?
No, it's fucking Marley and Me, dog. And I'm grabbing it, and the cashier's like, "Oh, this is classic."
That's crazy. Was it the same book?
Huh?
Was it the same book?
Nah, this was a different place. They just opened this thrift store right by my house. It's fucking huge. I don't know if you ever go into thrift stores, but they got a bunch of records and shit. So I usually, if I'm around and I don't have time, I see one, I'll just go in there and see if they have golf clubs and shit. Yeah. I went in there to see if they had any golf clubs, but they had a giant book selection.
Yeah, man. Speaking of that, you've been off the socials lately. How's that feeling, man? How's that going for you?
It's good, man.
Is it a good feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you tell me. Am I missing anything?
No, except
I still have my Twitter. I check my Twitter every morning.
Yeah.
Check my Twitter every morning, see what's going on in the world.
About the fucking Baltimore shit, so.
Yeah, I saw the Baltimore shit on Twitter. I check the trending shit when I wake up in the morning, see what's going on and shit. But yeah, I haven't, outside of this, like I use my Facebook to reshare this video. But I haven't been on Facebook probably like 3 weeks. I haven't been on Instagram probably 3-4 weeks.
Nah, I know that feeling. That shit, to me, it feels good because you forget about it, and then you don't think about it until somebody like I just did bring it up, and you're like, oh shit, I'm not on there.
Well, at first I was like, I'll probably get back on there eventually. I just don't feel the need at the moment. I'm sure I'll bounce back on there sometime around summertime when I'm outside a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh man, so what are we gonna get into? Do we just jump right, pause, into Diddy?
That is a crazy pause.
Crazy segue too.
That's a crazy segue. You going to Diddy? I mean, we've talked about it before. It's just crazy. Like it seemed like it went from like, all right, Diddy's freaky, like he's a creepy dude, like all right, maybe he's like a sex addict, to like now the feds are raiding 3 of his properties and he's fucking running away to a non-extraditing area. So maybe it's a little more sinister than it appeared.
Yeah. The one thing I did see though, the feds did catch him before he got on his plane, or right after he got off. So they didn't detain him. That's the interesting part to me. Like they didn't detain Puff, but when Homeland Security search your crib, you kind of like, what the fuck? Something going on. But this shit new, right?
What's that?
The shit that got them running in his crib now.
I guess it's new, but like from what I got out of it, it's like compounding evidence from the multiple lawsuits that they started to like piece together other shit from that. And then like when those lawsuits came in, what they already had pre-existing was enough to where they feel like, you know, the feds don't come after you unless they feel like they have a rock solid case.
Yeah.
So I think they felt like the compounding evidence from all of it is it sounds like he's going to get in trouble because he was drugging minors, and they say he has sex workers and whatnot. And this is the funny shit about like slang and whatnot, is like, here's the thing, yo, like if you have a sugar daddy, you're a sex worker. And I don't mean that in I don't mean that in like a shaming way, like however you get it. But if you have a guy that's just fucking you and then giving you money or a monthly allowance, then like on paper, they're considering you a sex worker. So apparently he's got a few sex workers with stipends and whatnot. Yeah. But he was bringing underage minors. I don't know if it's females, males. I don't know. Don't care. And he was lacing their drinks, drugging them, and then fucking them. And I guess his friends were fucking him too. He's having big parties, and like maybe there was like the parties people didn't realize, like, yeah, you pick up a glass of champagne and it's actually ecstasy. I saw in the report they said that Young Miami, don't know if it's true or not, had some pink cocaine, which is ecstasy and cocaine mixed. So like, here's the thing: like when you give people drugs and you don't tell them what the drugs are, you get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I can't be smoking weed and say, John, hit this blunt with this loud in it, and it's actually fentanyl, and then you get fucked up off the fentanyl. That's I'm liable for that.
Does that happen to you before?
Got laced? I don't think so.
No. Somebody gave you something and it wasn't what you thought.
Yeah.
We were together out front of the crib by, I don't even know what road that is. The crib.
Oh yeah. Okay, I'll tell that one. I was talking about something different. Yeah, I was smoking weed once, and my man came in from into town. He had a freaky friend with him. And they passed me the blunt. Like, yo, hit this, John. It didn't taste right. It was K2.
Yeah, that was weird.
It was K2.
That was wild.
Which is actually really dangerous because some people have adverse reactions to K2. So I could have a seizure. Like I could it's just not cool.
And the crazy part was weed was in rotation, but then they rolled that up and put it in the rotation. It was like,
yeah, that's crazy. Right? That's fucking crazy.
Don't pass that shit no more.
We don't want your fucking K2, freak.
We don't want that shit. The real shit is right here. We don't want that shit.
You wildin'. Yeah, that shit was crazy. But yeah, the Diddy shit don't sound good, bro.
It really don't. I'm looking at it like they bringing up, like you said, the sex trafficking shit. So we look in drugging people. Do you feel like Diddy? Maybe he is, maybe not, and maybe it's just because, like I'm on social media, but I ain't on it like 24/7 like people are. But I don't feel like he getting the same ridicule as a Cosby or a Epstein when it comes to like the.
I think he's getting killed. I think he's getting killed.
Okay.
From my I haven't been active in group chats lately either, but from my college group chat, from what I got, they've been going crazy on it lately.
Damn.
So I think he's getting killed. I think it's going to end up bad for him.
Jail?
I would assume so.
I want to say no because I'm like, people with that much money don't normally go to jail. But then you look at a Epstein, you look at a Cosby, and you're like, nah. Would that make me just think, no?
I mean, what's the percentages of of feds bringing a case to you and not winning it? It's like they have a 98% win rate. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So if they're bringing the case, I mean, regardless of the money. Let's say the money jumps it up quite a bit. He's probably got a 25% chance of beating that.
And granted, they say majority of the reason why their win percentage is so high is because people just plead out and don't take it to trial. But still, when, like you said, they come into the crib raiding your shit, I would assume anything that could have got you put in jail would be gone. And if he did have some crazy shit in the crib, I'm sure he would have got detained when they was talking to him in front of his jet. But I don't know. It sounds like right now they going off of people's words.
Well, the verbiage is interesting. So I think it's similar to the Vince McMahon situation, to where like when they say like I see the conservative Twitter is picking it up now, but when they say like sex trafficking and whatnot, like we're not literally talking about P. Diddy taking buses full of minors and pimping them off and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's not what they're charging him for. But what he is doing is I'm not saying it's better or worse, but it sounds like he's drugging young girls and he's fucking them, and his friends are fucking them, which is really bad. But like,
if Cosby went to jail, like you said, over that shit, then
yeah, I think he'll go to jail. I think he'll go to jail.
Damn, Huff.
I think it's well deserved if he does go to jail.
Yeah.
Here's my thing though. Even if he pleads out and he accepts some kind of admission of it, I don't think in this climate. And I don't think he should. I don't think he bounces back in a public image. Now, he's got enough money to where he can just fuck off for the next rest of his life.
Yeah. They said he sold all his shares in Revolt. I think he sold off Ciroc and DeLeon as well. It seemed like, I'm sure he got other business ventures, but it seemed like he just got Bad Boy Records at this point. It's a crazy situation because his album last year was pretty good. Uh, I want to say I read somewhere that he tried to pay off the winning Grammy or some shit. I don't know how true that was, but to go from your comeback, like, all right, Diddy's back, he's making great music, he's finding us new artists, blah blah, to Cassie shit coming out, and I guess to cut myself off, it's crazy how I guess with the Cassie situation, they was trying to settle before the shit leaked out. And if he would have settled before that shit leaked out, gave her the money, everything goes away, and there's no public outcry and other people chiming in, will we even know any of this shit?
It's kind of like the bully situation, like in school. Like the bully can bully everybody until one person stands up and fucking drops them. You know, now all of a sudden, the next 4 people he tries to bully, or maybe the 10 people he bullied the last year, come back and they want to swing on him.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, at what point does, I guess you could call them the quote unquote elites, see this type of shit keep happening and be like, all right, yo, we just can't do this shit no more?
I don't know, bro. I was listening to it, man.
Is it dead? Could it be dead?
No, I mean it's just the same shit's been going on for centuries, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It's been going on forever, but I feel like the last 4 or 5 years, this shit is becoming public knowledge, and now it's like, no, this shit is facts. Like these motherfuckers up top be fucking wilding. Granted, I'm sure regular people be wilding as well, but
yeah, regular people wild as well for sure. We look at shit differently now, right? Like we look at at from a lens of celebrity, like celebrity motherfuckers was wild, and Bill Cosby, Epstein had connections with celebrities, fucking Harvey Weinstein, P. Diddy, whoever the fuck it may be. But like, if you look at it from like an aspect of like every fucking century of every civilization in the history of the world has had people in position of powers that were fucking perverts, that had sex slaves, that were kidnapping and raping people. Like there was always that. So it's not going to go away. I do like to see like this shit getting exposed though.
Yeah. As nasty as it is necessary for it to be put out there. And yeah, you just hate it being people that some people may model their life after and model their business after, because as far as business, you would assume, I would think majority of people would say Diddy's successful business wise, but the practices that come along with it, are those the reasons why you're successful? Is because you bully / manipulate people maybe, or get people in compromising positions and they doing shit and now you know they deepest darkest secrets? Is that a reason? And it's just like, man, you can't in Diddy position right now, you just can't win.
Yeah, well, that's where it's kind of that. Some people are saying he's got a blackmail ring as well. Look, all this shit is coming to a fucking head.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's no coincidence that the fucking Tupac shit came out in the last 8 months as well. So I mean, like, he's not in the best spot.
The Tupac shit. Oh, with him giving the guns,
yeah. I guess it's not like he's not in the best spot.
And it's getting even crazier because now they saying, all right, yeah, saying you killed Biggie was a rumor, blah blah blah. Now that shit is starting to look a little funny in the light. Did you see Mace's reaction?
Yeah, it seemed like he was happy. I don't want to say happy, but he seemed like he was
I made the right choice by leaving.
Yeah, empowered in his response. Vindicated.
Like you said, look at everybody that was with you, and then look at them after the fact.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, if people for years and years and years say, this guy's a piece of shit, this guy's a scumbag, this guy fucking sucks, he does bad business, he dirts you, then, like, you can only go by and say they're haters for so long.
And I was listening to Joe Budden and them earlier, and they mentioned, I forget who it was. One of them mentioned all these dudes after you ran a religion. And it was like Craig Mack ran a religion, Mace ran a religion. And I don't know how familiar you are with Biggie after
Justin Bieber.
After the car accident. Shit, Justin Bieber. But yeah, after the car accident, they said Biggie got into the Bible. He tattooed a psalm scripture on his arm and everything. And I'm just like, yo, They ain't say that, but I remember watching the documentary and Jay-Z was talking about that shit. He was like, yeah, that's where that only Psalms I read was on the arms of my niggas, that line from Biggie. And it's just like, damn, dog, it had to be some wild shit going on. For everybody, just be like, all right, I'm done fucking with Bull. I'm gonna go fuck with religion.
Yeah. Speaking of that decoded book about Jay-Z's lyrics is fun too.
About it. Oh yeah. I never read that.
Yeah, it's a fun book.
I don't know why.
You would like it. I mean, if you're such a fan, you probably know most of the meanings behind it. But I think it's cool to take a verse or a few bars and say, "This is what I meant by that."
Oh, it's authored by him.
Yeah, I think it's co-authored by him. Yeah.
Never knew that. I thought it was breaking down his shit.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. Yeah. So I mean, if it's true, fuck P Diddy. If it's not, free him. I don't know. It sounds like fuck P Diddy.
Yeah.
Candace Owens is on a redemption tour, man. How do we feel about that? I guess let's preface that with Candace Owens did an interview with Joe Budden. People were pretty upset with. Well, some people were upset with him for giving the platform. I saw some people say this is a good interview. I didn't listen, but I was at work on Monday and I saw she was on the Breakfast Club.
Yep.
And I listened to the Breakfast Club interview, and I thought it like she did get some backlash because she didn't necessarily pass the black quiz.
Yeah, that was
flying colors. Which I'll tell you one thing is I always think those are funny.
Not knowing God is good is crazy. That's insane as a black person, bro. Like that's like crazy.
You got me, but
that's simple all the time. That fucked me up. She was like, God is good.
I did think it was funny when she was like, she fucked up on that one, and then she tried to like triple down on the macaroni salad one. I'm like, it's too late.
Yeah. It's a dub.
It's too late, yeah. It's too late. But I'm familiar with Candace Owens beforehand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that she was smart in articulating her message in a different way, in a less aggressive manner on those platforms, because she knows how she usually goes about shit. But that being said, like, you know what? This is more of a topic for you to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, my main thing with Candace has always been she's smart as shit.
Yep.
And when people, even dumb people, but a lot of smart people be like great talkers. And they could, what's the saying, sell water to a well. I feel like that's Candace Owens. When it came, like, an example, Charlamagne asked her, why did you marry a white man? And which, nothing wrong with that. But then she says, you fucking stupid. Then she says, well, isn't that what we wanted? Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you can't be mad at that. You can't be mad. Like, why would you be mad at that? And then, but I guess on the flip side is you pushing a narrative of black people are doing X, Y, and Z wrong because so-and-so's aren't in the house and this, that, and the third. I don't know, man. She's interesting, man. She's interesting. Because I'm not saying she don't say wrong shit. She may say shit people don't want to hear, but she does have some left field takes, if that makes sense.
Candace Parker is, or Candace, not Parker, Candace
Owens.
Candace Owens is like every central right talking point that doesn't want to sound like there's points to be made in her talking points, right? Like some of the shit she says makes sense. Like it's not like it makes some sense. Like she has solid points and whatnot. It's harder for me to agree with what she says 100% because people like her ignore how you get to that point.
Yeah, and I think my biggest thing with Candace is I don't think because this go for black and white people, like some people look down on, I guess, people that grow up in shitty situations. And sometimes when she speaks, it seems like she's saying that because it's like, well, if I did this, you could do this. That I like the notion of if somebody can, because I look at life like that. If somebody else could do it, I could do it too. But everybody don't see life that way, and you wouldn't expect everybody to see life that way. And that statement may not be true. I believe in it, but it may not be true. It may not be a true statement just because somebody else did it. Everybody can do it.
Oh, yeah, what?
And I think that's the part with her that gets me is when it's like people just come from fucked up situations.
Well, that's the point that's ignored in a lot of this situation. Is like, does every person born have the ability to be the president? Maybe. I don't know how the genetic makeup is. Yes, maybe. Yeah. Is it fair that it's a lot harder for certain people, and for a large percentage of, let's say, like the people like I see on Twitter and whatnot that always send out the videos of like the inner city youth like acting fucking nuts and shit. It's like, well, how is the inner city created into such a ghetto?
And that's the part that gets me is you gotta think about how this shit started. And
it's just like that's the people like her. Like, yeah, I think they make great points and whatnot. And like it's not for me to be said on like there's an obviously domino effect with racism in America, right? Like there's decades, centuries of this. This is how we've disadvantaged minorities in America. This is how we've made this situation a lot harder for them to crawl out of. Here's a statistic of why there aren't as many fathers in the household and why the income barrier is so much different and why the property values are so much lower and whatnot. Is it for me to say, suck it up and fucking just do better anyway, despite of your overwhelming situations? No, that's not for me to say as a part of the fucking race that oppressed people into the situation that they're in now.
And that be like my main shit, even with her, like we can't forget how we got here.
That's the whole shit. And what like I guess that's the argument though too, is like, all right, well, we got here like this, and their whole argument is like it's not overwhelmingly racist right now, or it's not as, but like I think even if that was the case, the fact that motherfuckers are starting 5 miles behind the starting line and now saying, all right, we can all run at the same speed, it's still going to take double the speed to catch up in the next 20 years. You could work your fucking ass. This whole generation could work their fucking ass off and do everything right and still wouldn't be equal for another few generations. So I think it's interesting, and I think those people always like nitpick their arguments too, to where it's like black culture to me like was Lauryn Hill. Like Lauryn Hill was out on 2 Live Crew was out. So why are we saying like, oh, this was magical black culture and now they have Sexy Red when I've got a cassette of fucking Uncle Luke talking about pop that pussy on my fucking bookshelf? So like I don't like that whole fucking like, oh, society's like, I don't know. It is what it is, but I think that argument's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, I mean, when we just talk about that our black people's grandparents was living through the civil rights shit before any laws got passed, and we talking about y'all supposed to be caught up and shit, it's an equal playing field. Maybe theoretically it's an equal playing field, but psychologically and what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word? Like a collective, whatever that word is. Like I'm blanking on it. But as a people, black people is already looked at as not, I ain't gonna say less than, maybe to some people.
You're gonna say lesser than.
To an extent, though. Like, I don't feel like all black people is looked at as less than. Like, it's like
go on my Twitter feed.
Yeah. I don't think it's less than. I think it's like y'all are at where y'all supposed to be. And y'all at where y'all supposed to be because y'all ain't do nothing to deserve more, if that makes sense. When we couldn't have gotten more back then. And granted, was there black millionaires back then? They were here and there. Were there thriving black communities? Yeah, but they got bombed and they got their houses.
That's the whole fucking. That's like, the whole thing, though.
they tried. And when they started thriving, shit got fucked up for them. Did some people make it? Yeah. Did some people create generational wealth before integration and all that? Sure. But if we thinking about the majority of people, you just starting from behind. You just starting from behind. And even we could even go to like grandparents and shit. Some grandparents, yeah, they did do it right after they got rights and was able to buy houses and shit. Then they have kids. They don't know what to do with it because that's only one generation. And what generation really listens to their parents?
I do think some points Candace Owens had was interesting.
All right, let's hear him.
Well, I just like it in general. I think some of the stuff, like the whole shit, like how pretty much he was saying systemically, like you were rewarded for not having a father in the home. Like everybody's had that shit where like motherfuckers would say like their dad wasn't around, so you could get certain benefits or certain shit like that. Like that was even a joke on Everybody Hates Chris when I was growing up. I remember that episode and being confused by it. Like that the food stamp guy was coming in and so and so. Like that shit is that. I mean, those are all true. Like that's so
and
like if
that as well. But that ain't just exclusive to black people though. That's the part that killed me about that part.
Very true.
Yeah.
But well, yeah. I mean, yes. That's fair.
Everybody benefits from that shit. It ain't like a black thing where it's like, oh, if a black family don't have a father, you get food stamps. No, people with jobs take advantage of the food stamp situation.
Yeah, we do say the majority of people on food stamps are white.
I didn't want to say it, but that's just the facts. And granted, yeah, there's more white people, blah, blah, blah. You could do the whole percentage shit. But if we being honest, majority of them is white that's getting food stamps. But when you think of food stamps, you don't think of white people. You think of black people for whatever reason.
Because what you said earlier, where you said people didn't look at black people as less than, I would say as in Americans as a whole, they do.
Yeah, I don't want to put that on white people.
I will.
I don't want to put that on them, but I could see it being true. I could see it being true. Yeah, man. I mean, but back to Candace rebrand.
I think, well, yeah. I mean, back to the whole point of this was to say I'm not here to shit on Candace Owens. She's whatever. The same way with the Vivek guy that was running for office, and I listened to a few of his interviews. We need to get back to the point of you'll at least listen to people you don't agree with.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, that's what that was with Candace was.
And I came away from it and I said, I still think Candace panders for reactions, as she should. She's a personality. But some of the stuff she says isn't completely off. And as a black woman, she has every right to say whatever the fuck she feels.
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah. I can't say I'm a liberal white male, so Candace needs to shut the fuck up. That's not right. That's not fair to say about black people. She can say whatever the fuck she wants. That's not for me to say.
My only thing is I just don't want, and this go for anybody, like any black person. Like I don't want white people to think one black person is the spokesperson for all black people.
And that, yeah, I hate how people champion the one black person they agree with.
Yeah, and I don't like mind like when white people ask me racial questions. Like I don't be like I always preface it and say, for me, blah 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 blah. I don't be like, well, black people need to blah blah blah. Like, nah, what you asking my opinion? This is my opinion, but whoever else over here, whole opinion might be different. Somebody may never listen to Candace. And I wouldn't be mad at them because they may have not liked some of the things she said. Me, I'll give her a listen. I don't gotta agree, but I'll hear what she got to say, and I'll say, "Oh, well, she made some good points. Some of the shit I ain't really agree with, but I can see why some people do follow her and champion her."
Yeah, I thought it was an interesting listen.
Yeah, for sure it was. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wish people could shut the fuck up sometimes. I guess that contradicts to what I was just saying about it. You should hear people out that you don't listen. Not even like 10 minutes into Baltimore getting hit with a fucking boat, I had to get on Twitter, check my early. I'm taking my morning bubble bath, reading my news articles and shit. And the fucking, oh, the attack. You didn't see this. Look at the bird. Shut the fuck up, yo. God damn, dog.
Man.
Motherfucking bridge got hit with a motherfucking boat that malfunctioned. They sent a Mayday John out. They closed the bridge down. Only fucking casualties was the working truck on the bridge. What the fuck terrorist cyber attack would say? Yo, watch out, we about to hit this shit. Motherfuckers got the video slow-mo like, no fucking way this shit could turn that quick. Yeah, you ever see an anchor hit the fucking ground, pussy? You're like, yo, like, that shit is just irritating. Everything doesn't have to be a conspiracy. And then I went down the wormhole of that shit, and I was reading about that, and it's like, it's funny because they say statistics say people that are conspiracy theorists have a lower IQ. But the reason they believe in conspiracies is because it makes them feel smarter. So, like, that's some ironic ass shit.
Yeah. Everything doesn't have to be a conspiracy.
Some shit can be an accident, yo.
I love a good conspiracy, and maybe my IQ is low for this, but I don't give a fuck. I love a good conspiracy theory talk. Whether I believe it or not, I may not believe it. But will I entertain a conversation about aliens? Will I entertain a conversation about 9/11? I love to hear that shit. What you think? Oh, this is what I think. What? Oh, I think this. I'm never mad at that, but at shit like that, it's like a conspiracy theory wasn't even a thought for me on that. It was like,
this sucks.
So let's get some information. A couple hours later, the power went out on the ship. He sent the Mayday. The bridge, whatever the fuck, control people stopped cars from going, which was amazing because I couldn't have imagined if cars.
You could see that motherfuckers flying right over it right before.
And I'm like, I'm so arrogant as a driver. I see somebody trying to stop me on the bridge. I'm going around you, bro. Like, I'm going around. I done went around all the dumbass. Like, man, come on, yo. Just them being able to stop cars from going on the bridge was enough to me. Like, why are we questioning if this is an attack? And why are you attacking the bridge at 4 a.m?
That shit is corny. Yeah, I'm sure we have war imminent. I'm sure that shit happens eventually. I'm sure whatever. That shit is corny, dog. I just people. We're so far removed from like real world now because everything's entertainment. That we can see a bridge crash, and the first thing people do, like, motherfucker, I saw that bridge crash. I said, all right, I know 3 people in Baltimore. Let me make sure they cool. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's straight. Damn, that's fucking nuts. That is some wild shit. I ain't even know bridges could collapse like that.
Me neither.
But the first thing motherfuckers do is go, oh, there's something more devious about this. Oh, how can I get 5,000 retweets about how this is a conspiracy? There's the other shit, too, is like, if you got a bomb shelter and you doing all that shit, more fucking power to you. If you don't got no plan how to stop the conspiracy shit, and I'm not encouraging motherfuckers to be crazy, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Damn, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody want to hear that shit no more.
All right, say you got one. How long you gonna last?
Just this, man, this shit is
stupid. How you gonna know when the fuck back up?
Motherfuckers is crazy as shit.
Are you gonna be okay living in a bomb shelter for 50 years? Like,
I'm getting so disillusioned with all this nut ass shit. This shit is dumb, bro. We are all going to die like relatively soon. Like, motherfuckers we don't have that long. We're all in our 30s. These motherfuckers be like 40, 50, just complaining every fucking day about Joe Biden or Trump or this shit. Shut the fuck up. Go have some fun, dog. Go the fuck outside, motherfucker. Build a hammock or some shit. Read a fucking book. Go for a walk, dog. Jesus fucking Christ.
Please do.
It's crazy.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, we here for a blink of an eye. We talking about the
blink of a motherfucking eye, dog. A blink of an eye, and you think the fucking 10,000 people retweeting your stupid ass conspiracy theories gonna give a fuck when you die? They won't.
We talking about billions of years, and we get to hopefully 80, and we got billions of years. Oh, y'all bugging, bro. We here for a very short amount of time. You better enjoy this shit, not think about this dumb shit.
It's crazy as shit. Ain't had fun in 8 fucking months, and now all of a sudden, like, these motherfuckers is ridiculous, dog.
I do love a conspiracy theory, though.
It is crazy. Then I'm at the motherfucker. I ain't been drinking like that. I'm drinking a little bit on Sunday, and I'm at the golf course, and the motherfucking bartender gonna ask me if I like whippets. What?
The fuck is that?
When you
not the inhale shit.
Yeah, from balloons. Like, motherfucker, I'm golfing.
Oh, he out of pocket.
Like, that's why I need to get a cut, dog. I grow my fucking beard out, my mustache and shit. Motherfuckers like, You fuck with Whippets, bro? What?
Got some shit in. He got
Bro,
some shit in.
hey, yo, like I just teed off, dog.
Whippets is
I
crazy.
was like, I'm not trying to have that kind of fun, bro.
Whippets is crazy.
Yeah, motherfucker's crazy as shit, bro. That shit is wild. But yeah, that Baltimore shit was nuts. That shit was nuts. What else I look at? Oh, Florida banned social media in the next 2 weeks for anyone under 14. Full move, cool move. What do we think?
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm in.
Shit ain't to me. I mean, I don't see how they're gonna enforce it. Like, oh, Joey has a fucking social
No,
Instagram.
it's gonna be just like motherfucking Pornhub was trying to do in Texas.
I mean, Pornhub pulled out of Texas.
I know, but what they was trying to do is you got to register with your ID, and that's how they was gonna enforce it.
I'm not understanding because how you just gonna regulate that to a state? Okay, so can you have an account in?
Come on, bro. I mean, you say it like this, like you ever online gamble?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. If they do
You
it
gotta
like that,
register with your ID, and then you got to put the fucking location, John, on. Which I bet will take the trolls away quite a bit.
yeah, and I mean, if you think about it, that age is probably the majority of them.
Yeah, for sure.
That age is probably the majority of them. But yeah, am I mad at it? No, I'm definitely not mad at it. I don't think that should do anything for little kids but fuck their heads up because they see in a lifestyle that they think they should be living at 14, which is insane. Have you rushing your life, missing out on everything, trying to obtain honestly fake shit. And you just I don't know. I just feel like at that point, because if you get into a comparison battle at 14, that's gonna fuck you up for a minute.
But it's hard to be in a comparison battle at 32.
Yeah.
14, please. Yeah. People wonder why the suicide rate skyrockets in teens.
Yeah, that shit is a dub to me. Like
these kids are under the wildest amount of pressure of keeping up and finding themselves before we even had the fucking chance. Like, I'm not about to be on my right wing shit, but like motherfucking like that like these kids is fucking like they don't know if they're supposed to be non-binary, straight, gay. They don't know if they're supposed to have a Louis belt, Prada's. They don't know if they're supposed to have a motherfucking Corvette to prom. Motherfuckers don't be knowing shit at 14, dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Dill. Shout out to 2010 Dill. But you said what? You said what?
That's timely, ain't it?
Threw us off. But yeah, man, that's a good thing. Because that shit is keep the kids off of socials, man. They don't need that shit. Ain't shit on there for them anyway. I mean, just like Facebook back in the day, even though it wasn't for us, we still got on Facebook. We found a way on there. Granted, it wasn't blocked like they saying they doing in Florida, but they found a way.
What else you got?
Fucking did you hear the Kendrick, little reply to Drake and Cole?
Yeah, I didn't realize it was a reply, but yeah, I got it now.
Yeah. Initial reaction? It was okay.
I just don't be excited about that shit for real. Like the subliminal type shits that like, or not even subliminal, but the little like bars here and there, that shit don't really excite me anymore. I like to hear the full. I think I got spoiled by the Pusha T Drake shit.
Yeah.
Like I go back and listen to them shits, and I was like, that was a dope John where they had full songs of disses.
That right there, Kendrick, that was fire to me. I hear a lot of people downplaying, or maybe not downplaying it, but saying it was cool. I think it was more than cool because they literally this was another question I had. Are they the top 3? Are they generation?
Yeah, it's funny because when that first generation came out, like it was those 3. I think Meek was in it for a little bit, Wale was in it for a little bit. Trying to think who else. But that whole group was like that little generation was right there, and then those 3 progressively went from being like the next guys up to like, all right, these are three of the best like rappers ever.
Yeah. And that's the part I like about it is Kendrick is on some y'all not fucking with me type shit. And Kendrick and Drake have been teasing the war for a long time.
If Drake's Jay-Z, right?
He's not Jay-Z, but yeah.
But let's say if Drake's Jay-Z, J. Cole's Nas, who is Kendrick in this?
DMX, I don't know.
That's like was there even a third back then? That's just interesting to see how like the younger generation under us probably looks at these guys.
Is he Eminem?
He could be. Yeah.
Eminem.
He could be Eminem.
Yeah, but yeah. I think I like it. I like Kendrick letting it be known like y'all clicking up. Now y'all both about to get it. Because it was only shots at Drake for years. Now Cole's getting shots. I like it.
What's wrong with these guys being buddies?
What you mean what's wrong with them being
Why
buddies?
can't Drake and J. Cole be friends?
I think because J. Cole threw the stray on first person shooter.
Got it.
When he said everybody's steppers were fucking up, I'm cleaning the plate. Which was crazy. I didn't think Cole, because to my knowledge, Cole and Kendrick was tight. They was the ones supposed to do the album together. They was the ones that switched tracks and rapped over each other's beats. And
I didn't realize that Future had a problem with Drake.
That was the part that caught everybody for a loop.
Which, hey, Future, how about a little karma here, bud?
Because
motherfuckers were supposed to do the Future and Meek tape, and then he jumped sides when they started beefing and did the Future and Drake tape.
Yeah.
So, sucks to suck.
Which was crazy.
Sucks to suck, bud.
Crazy. And I mean, apparently they saying this over a girl. Who knows if that's true? Then they saying this over the 21 shit. Who knows if that's true? I just like the competitiveness of I'm going to show y'all why I'm the best. And everybody's saying Drake ain't been running from Kendrick, blah, blah, blah. He has. And I like Drake just as much as everybody else, but let's not act like he hasn't came directly to the plate and addressed Kendrick.
Let me just say this. You're delusional. Rap fans are delusional in general. I guess like hardcore rap fans are delusional in general. There is nothing that can happen to Drake in a song that will alter anything in his career ever.
But I think that's the part that
he's out of here.
Rap fan don't see in Drake's music is that okay, it may not affect his fan base, but we can hear it in his raps, it affects him. Because even after he won the Meek beef or battle, whatever you want to call it, he was still addressing that shit. Even after he didn't reply to Push with a full song, after Push dropped his shit, his second diss towards him, he would address it subliminally in raps. So does it affect his...
This shit's just not like... It just doesn't really matter.
As far as what?
Like the days of like Ja Rule and 50 like are over, you know? Like the days of a motherfucker getting dissed, losing in the battle and losing in the war, and then their career is malfunctioned is a wrap. Drake can do whatever the fuck he wants. Kendrick could drop 7 diss tracks tomorrow and them all be fire. And Drake could wait a year and put some shit subs on his next album. And you would be like, oh, that's corny. It's only subs. But it wouldn't fucking matter. We don't care that he didn't respond to Pusha T anymore. Nobody cares. He dropped 2 albums since like 3 albums.
What? That's what I'm saying. I feel like he cared. That's what I think Kendrick knows is, yeah, the casual fan may not care. He care. He's still addressing Push. He addressing Push on her loss. He addressing Push on For All the Dogs.
Yeah, but isn't that a flex in itself?
What?
That I can casually get back to you when I feel like it. I can casually talk shit to you when I feel like it. My shit's still going. I'm still going platinum. I still got the most money from the tours. I'm still selling out every show. And when I feel like throwing a little shot at you, I will.
I don't think that's the flex though, because it's like, yeah, you winning MVPs, yeah, you winning max contract, you getting signing max contracts, but I'm the better player and I'll beat you in the finals.
But are you the better player?
I feel like and I feel like
it's like motherfucking it's like motherfucking Jason Richardson gives LeBron 35, and he's like, yeah, I gave LeBron 35. I'm giving LeBron 35 8 times, and LeBron's like, all right, dog, I'm averaging 30, and I'm winning 5 chips.
No, it's I beat you in the finals.
Who beat him in the final? When did he beat him in the finals though? Because he did a diss track. He did. Yeah. He did a diss track. That's not the finals though. What's
what you mean? They battled
in the grand scheme of things. Push beat him in a game. Drake went on 3 world tours.
He beat him in the finals. The game is all the subliminals. That's regular season shit. Now we going real diss track for diss track. This is championship right here. I need to win this. Meek and Drake. Drake got his ass in the finals. It was fucked up to say as a Meek fan, but he got him.
Well, I just think it's different in rap now.
I think it's different to the point
I think the lines are blurred from the sport of rap and just celebrity status and lifestyle in general. He's too big of a celebrity in general to ever be really smacked with a bar. The dude had fucking 7 songs released of somebody else rapping his lyrics for him.
I don't think that's true.
And he got bigger afterwards. Pause.
Yeah, but again, he keeps addressing that shit, and he knows that's a taint on his jacket.
Yeah, I'm winning, but I can address it when I feel like it because this shit's not. I'm not pressed to address anything because this shit's not affecting anything I do.
Why address it?
Because I can. Because that's how good I am. I don't have to address it. But like when I feel like addressing it, I will. When I'm on one of my 35 shows in the next 6 months, I'll address it. Or if I feel like 2 of my songs out of my multi-platinum album, I feel like throwing some bars at it, I can throw some bars at it.
When somebody says something about you and you don't care about their opinion,
if I feel like arguing, I'll say eat a dick, pussy, blah, blah.
Address it to your boys or your significant other or your family, and you be like, yo, can you believe so-and-so said this? But you ain't gonna go on whatever platform to address it. If it's
no, but I might be on vacation. I might be on vacation on a fucking pyramid in 10 months and be like, here's a little subtle fucking text. Here's a little subtle caption. When I get around to it.
But that shit don't hit. That shit don't hit
like it doesn't matter. When you get to that point, it just doesn't matter anymore.
It doesn't matter, no. But do it matter to Drake? I feel like yes. Do I know that officially? No, I don't know Drake personally.
I can't see how it would matter.
Yes.
He hasn't said anything back, right?
To who?
To Kendrick?
Not yet.
That shit happened last week.
Come on, yo.
How much can it matter? How much can it matter?
It's fine. You don't think
how much can it matter?
You don't think he's going to
care? I don't think he cares.
Cole's going to respond?
I don't think they care, bro. I mean, they might respond. I think Cole probably likes more of the art of it to where, like, yeah, we can battle and what's it called? But, like, I think it's a lot of, like, the NBA players aren't going to play you one-on-one. They don't give a fuck if you – I could give a fuck less if you can beat me one-on-one. I'm the better 5-on-5 player.
That's funny that you say that because you don't feel that way.
I'm saying NBA players in general, though. Like,
but you don't feel that way.
I'm not an NBA player. I'm a fucking guy that lives in a 1-story house. I think shit is different.
Come on, man. We're talking about basketball. You don't feel that way. If you feel like if you beat somebody one-on-one, you talking shit.
Yes, but if I'm doing something for a living and if I'm successful in the overall outcome of something.
Okay.
I'm successful. I have my multi-platinum albums. I have my world tour. I have my record label. I have my records. And let's say you are better than me at dissing.
Let's take it to
have
basketball.
A fucking blast.
Let's take it to basketball. Do you think it bothers LeBron that people say Jordan's better than him.
Do I think it will bother LeBron that Carmelo might be able to beat him one-on-one?
No. Do you think it bothers LeBron?
Let's look at it from that way. Do I think it would bother LeBron if Carmelo can beat him one-on-one? And he probably can.
No, that's not. We can't go there. Do you think it
Why?
bothers
Because
LeBron?
LeBron's got fucking a bunch of chips, a bunch of MVPs, all the awards. He's already gone down as one of the greatest basketball players ever. And here's this extremely skilled player that could beat him one-on-one. Do you think he gives a fuck?
We're talking about one of the greatest, though. Kendrick is one of the greatest.
Melo's one of the greatest.
Melo top 10 all time?
Kendrick top 10 all time, though? This is the shit. Like, this is the rapper. But this is the rapper biased of shit that we're thinking of. Like,
is Kendrick not top 10?
Drake's crossed over to artist level.
Kendrick hasn't?
He's not pop celebrity, dog. Kendrick is not on the same level or close to the celebrity of Drake.
Why did he say that?
He's not. Are you fucking high?
Maybe celebrity, but
Kendrick is the celebrity of Drake.
Artist,
not even close.
As far as artists, he's probably a better artist than Drake.
He's probably a better rapper.
I would say an artist. Have you seen Kendrick's videos?
How the fuck can we possibly say he's a better artist?
What Drake concept album have you ever heard?
Who gives a fuck about a concept album? I've heard Drake fucking sing "Hold On, We're Coming Home," do fucking back to back, and then do an album with 21 Savage and sound cool on all of them.
Drake, what has Kendrick not done?
Sing?
Come on, man.
What's Kendrick got? 3 fucking albums?
5.
Over fucking 12 years. He came out when we were 19.
Come on, dog. I mean, if we count it, in fucking,
we're really looking at Kendrick and Drake as the same like atmosphere of level of accomplishments, celebrity status, giant art. It's not even fucking
celebrity status. Maybe not giant artist. Yes, Kendrick sells out just as much as Drake.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
Take away celebrity, Kendrick is right there.
It's not close.
Kendrick is right there, and it's very close. Did you see
what's
Kendrick's live performance on Amazon? That shit is amazing. Who?
You know what's close?
What?
Fucking their rapping ability is close.
No, it's not.
And then you take away Drake's rapping ability, he's got fucking 80 million other things that he's fucking good at. Maybe and I'm not a Drake guy. I'm not even a Drake guy. It's just like I'm sick of
I am.
Kendrick Lamar, 35 million album sales.
Okay.
How much does Drake have, bro?
Who knows?
170 fucking million, dog.
But what does that
170 million.
Proves he's a better artist?
You think that motherfucker...
How many does Vanilla Ice have?
Not even close to none of that shit, dog. Are you fucking crazy?
How many does MC Hammer have?
Do you think that Beyonce would give a fuck if Brandy says she can sing better than her?
But we talking artists and we talking.
Well, yeah, Brandy's a dope ass artist, bro. Everybody knows that the bitch can sing. She's fucking sick.
You know she's not fucking with Beyonce.
I don't know. She might have better vocals. But I'm telling you, Beyonce doesn't give a fuck.
Come on, man.
It's a whole different. Like the motherfucker has got out of the stratosphere of who gives a fuck if they diss me, and I'll get back to you for fun when I can. When I get done doing my fucking Nike deal, my movie deal, my comedy routine, my fucking 200 million in endorsements. He doesn't give a fuck about the rap. I don't even like Drake, so I don't know why I'm arguing this shit. But like, it's just dumb, dog. He's a whole different fucking guy, and the Johns just don't. But not like 15 million records sold, dog. Not even close. Drake is one of the best-selling artists ever.
Yeah.
Kendrick can be one of the best rappers ever.
See, this is my point. MC Hammer has sold more than 50 million records. Is he better than Kendrick? No.
MC Hammer had the same amount of fucking albums as Kendrick.
Come on, yo. Come on, man.
50 million. Now times that bitch by 3 and add 15 to it, and that's Drake.
Come on, man.
The fuck?
Come on, man. This is one thing I don't do in arguments or rap debates is bring up record sales. That shit is
I'm talking about overall. He's winning too much to give a fuck. That's just record sales, bro.
Kendrick's not.
Kendrick's a rapping ass rapper boy.
He's not winning enough to not diss Drake. If you don't,
obviously not. He's dissing Drake. The fuck are you talking about? Obviously he's not. He's dissing Drake. Bro, obviously he's not.
Does Drake slight Kendrick by saying, Cole, you're the best, or I'm the best, or I'm the GOAT, that's not a slight to Kendrick?
If LeBron says he's the GOAT, is it a slight to Jordan?
Yeah.
How?
He know what he doing?
I think I'm the best. I'm supposed to say, except he might be just as good as me.
I mean, how many NBA players say they're the greatest? How many have you heard? Who?
A few. Motherfucker, I was just listening to Gilbert Arenas' podcast. It was 3 of them motherfuckers arguing about who was the best college player.
Yeah, I'm saying how many say they're the best player ever, though. Ain't too many that say they're the best ever.
I just don't know where you're going with this.
I'm saying that to say Kendrick or Drake is not saying I'm the best Canadian artist. He's saying I'm the best ever, and I'm saying when he says that, is that a slight to Kendrick? Yes.
Is Drake? I would ask what he's saying the best by.
That's a great question.
Is he the most successful rapper ever? Yes. He is.
More successful than Jay?
Yes. It's not even close, bro. Drake came out when we were sophomores in fucking high school. It's over. He is the most successful fucking rapper ever. No rapper has been this consistently hot for this long. He drops an album a year at least, dog.
I'm not debating that.
You gotta think about these runs. Lil Wayne that we fucking all hold in this high regard at our age bracket is because he had a hot 5-year run. This motherfucker has been hot for like 15 years now. That shit is crazy.
Same with Jay. Jay drops a verse.
It's not the same, bro. It's not the same.
How ain't it?
Not the same. Because the fucking 10-year-olds love Drake still, dog. And we're 32.
But Drake is still actively putting out music. That's why.
Drake's like 40. That's what I'm saying. He's doing it longer.
Drake like 37, 36.
Like 40.
Come on, man.
The fuck are we talking about?
50. Over's 50.
Yeah, and you don't see no fucking 19-year-old, 20-year-old kids in Philly running around listening to 444.
But I'm saying, if it was 10 years ago, it would be a different topic. It's no way. I'm sorry. I just can't put Drake as a better artist than Kendrick Lamar. There's no way I see that.
More successful artist.
And that shit is subjective as well to me.
More successful artist.
As far as...
Is he a more successful artist?
Does he have more accolades than Kendrick? Maybe.
Is he a more successful artist, dog?
What's successful, man? What's successful in this spectrum? I don't know what we'll call that.
I can't call it, bro. Whatever.
Great debate.
Whatever works.
I don't see it.
Want random thoughts?
We can.
A little longer than I thought.
Yeah. Shout out to Drake and Kendrick. We didn't even talk about Future and Drake. But the LeBron pod. LeBron got a new podcast with JJ Redick. And random thought is, I think is basketball nerdy as it is, I think it's necessary for the space. And I never thought Bron would have a pod just off the fact that he don't really talk like that as far as to the masses. But this shit right here is, if you're a basketball nerd, this shit'll get you excited to hear what the fuck is going on the court, and make you look at the game a little differently. And just an inside view to one of the greatest basketball players ever. I think it's dope that he out here doing a fucking pod. Shit is fire. Shout out to
I was listening to JJ's shit on the Flagrant today, and I thought it was cool that they added the clips and whatnot for the basketball breakdowns and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I like basketball, so I think it's cool.
Fire.
I did see Michael Beasley's take on the John why LeBron was the greatest, and I was like, that's a hard argument to go against.
Yeah.
If you take your career stats and you put them in point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center, it would match up with any of them. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah.
That's crazy. It's crazy to think about.
That's at all positions.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy to think about.
Wild shit.
My random thought, Caitlin Clark got a $5 million offer from Ice Cube and the Big Three to play in the league during the offseason of the WNBA. Should she take it? Do you think so?
Games. I would say yeah, but to my knowledge, the Big Three and the WNBA is on at the same time.
Ice Cube was saying in his tweets that they shouldn't have to go overseas to get money in the off season, and that she could play there. So I don't know if they moved the league around for her. I would assume if they're going to offer that kind of money to her, they would probably adjust the season a month or two.
That would be flames if she did.
So,
On that, did you see what Steven Jackson said?
Was that a real thing that he said that?
It's Twitter. Who knows?
I would see. This is the shit. Is I was gonna say is Caitlin Clark's fucking dope, and also like I want everybody that was chirping Angel Reese last year to eat a fucking dick because Caitlin Clark's been acting like a basketball playing ass John, with her little toot and whatnot. So apologies should be as loud as the disrespect on that one. $5 million, like you could lose whatever you want. It could be great for women's basketball, but only if she does really good. Like if Caitlin Clark goes to the Big Three and she's playing against washed out NBA guys and 42-year-old NBA guys that used to play, and she's averaging 6 points as a spot up 3-point shooter, that's not a great look for who's supposed to be a revolutionary talent.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see the back to the Angel Reese point? Did you see the chick from Stanford?
No, I didn't.
Brink.
No, what she said?
She called out of the game and said "fuck you," and then it was basically back. She said that to the ref, and it was basically back to the Angel Reese point. If Angel Reese said that, the internet would be up in news. But with hers, look at her fiery. She's fiery on the court. We love it.
Yeah. I would be genuinely shocked if the WNBA lets Caitlin Clark play in the Big Three.
I don't see how they couldn't.
I would think they would say either one or the other.
Jalen Green did it, or Jalen Brown did it.
It's different, bro.
How?
Because Caitlin, it would make girls basketball look really bad if she got fucked on there. Like if she was getting smoked in the Big Three by Steven Jackson and Rashard McCants.
I think they underestimate her.
I think she's good. I think if she played the Big Three, I think she'd average probably 12, 14 points. Like she'd be good.
She's fucking nice. Like,
well, that's like devil's advocate of it is if she goes in there and fucking kills them.
Yeah,
that's a lot of respect for women's basketball.
And I feel like players like her, even though she's a freshman, Juju Watkins.
Yeah, she's nasty. Well, here's this shit too, bro. Like, let's just fucking go down this wormhole. Caitlin Clark goes to the Big Three and she wins MVP. Does she get a shot in the NBA? Like, how does that work? Is there any rule against girls playing there? Or like
I don't think there is. And honestly, I like 21, 22-year-old Caitlin Clark against 40-year-old NBA players that ain't training every day.
I think she would, at worst, fall into a JJ Redick role and run around and just fucking shoot them off screens all day.
Catch and shoot. They gonna be tired as shit after.
And I don't think there would be that much of an adjustment for playing with a boys' ball over a girls.
And I'm pretty sure she plays with guys. Look at the way she plays. You could tell how good she is because you can always tell, like, when the women are playing, they played with guys or
she's got brothers.
Yeah, something because her head and shoulders better than everybody on the court.
Yeah,
she dominates, and I think she would. I don't necessarily think dominate, but she would hold her own in the fucking Big Three.
I do think the WNBA would be pissed because not only what they have to lose, but Caitlin Clark at the Big Three game would get more of a viewing than Caitlin Clark at the WNBA game.
I don't think so, man.
100%.
The way girls basketball is going.
Every time they do a battle of sexes event in pro history, whether it was the tennis matchup or anything like that, it ends up being huge numbers. People like to see the matchup if girls can compete with guys. And Caitlin Clark, if anybody can do it, it will be her in the Big Three.
I think in the next 4 years, women's basketball, WNBA basketball, it's growing, but I think it'll be more mainstream. And I feel like it'll be more like, all right, I'm gonna start watching this shit because all these girls that's in college now is fucking hooping. And it's going to get to a point where it's like I'm invested to see what Caitlin Clark's going to do. I'm invested to see what Juju Watkins is going to do. I'm invested to see what Angel Reese is going to do. I want to see what they're going to do. Am I going to watch every game? I don't know. Maybe not. But if they on TV and nothing else is on, because nothing else is on except baseball in the summer, I'm going to watch this shit. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah. I mean, shit, dog. We were at your house last year watching the fucking girls' corner.
Yeah, the national championship. Tune the fuck in.
Tune the fuck in. Like locked in. 30 dudes in the fucking basement.
All watching women's basketball.
Locked in.
It's here, and I think it's here to stay.
All right. Views from a chair.
Till next time.